Good morning. Okay, I'm going to jump right in and do this quickly because my kids are here. I'm getting ready to leave the house the house in 20 minutes to take them to meet my mom. Normally they're in preschool for a couple hours. I like this weird tickle in my throat. In preschool in the mornings for a couple hours. They're here today, so I'm kind of talking quiet because I snuck in here. Hey, Abby, and I was like, maybe they won't hear me and they won't come in here because if they know I'm doing a video. Hey, Kelly, it's like they can't help themselves but crawl all over me and make all the noise. So, gonna do this fast. I wanted to just quickly today, hey Heather, share a couple of, I'm gonna start with my story, and then I'm gonna share a couple of like the top hesitations that I hear from people all the time when I'm talking to them about coaching, and then also reasons why this can create a change, impact your life, and why you should sign up as a coach and do this with us, even if it just means you're doing it for the discount and the accountability. Those two things right there are, I would say, 80% of the reason that a lot of my teams start. They see the ability to get the discount. I'm very clear with people that, and I said it in the post, I think, signing up as a coach, hey Heather, takes your accountability to another level. And so I'm very clear, and I tell people that and get them excited about that because it's true. The vibe on our team page, the vibe with it, there's 3 of us leaders in here. Everybody's team is encouraging, and the accountability once you're a part of a team like that is higher than regular. Okay, so to start a little bit with my story, when I became a coach, I was a working mom. I was a nurse. My husband was deployed, and I had a 7-month-old baby who did not believe in sleep. So I was like dead. I was miserable. I was lonely. I didn't really have a huge support system of, hey Aaron, hey Bernadette. I didn't really have a huge support system of military spouses because my husband was actually deployed that time with a squadron that was like an hour away from our house. So I never went and did anything with the other wives, and I was just kind of by myself. I also had an eating disorder. I knew that I had to create a big change like in Morgan, but I wanted to also be at home. I wanted, my kid to at least know who his mom was when his dad was deployed and I was working, and I would get home and basically the babysitter had him ready for bed. That was really hard on my mama heart. And for all of my life, and especially when I was in school and first starting my career, I never thought I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, what do stay-at-home moms even do? That was what I would think to myself. So having that desire was totally outside of anything I had ever really thought would be the path for my life. So when I became a coach, it was twofold for me. I knew that this was going to be the way that I was going to create a change in my life. I just knew. I had tried all the stupid fads. Like I said, I'd had an eating disorder. Nothing worked. But I had watched my coach, and I had watched other coaches on social media actually do this and stick to it. And y'all, this is 4 years later for me. Like, the longevity, the lifestyle, it is a thing. This is not a quick fix, okay? I kind of lost track. I got off on a tangent. So I knew that this was going to be something I was going to actually do. Plus, I had told my husband, give me 30 days. And I knew I had to prove it to him in those 30 days. So I'm like, well, shoot, if I'm doing 30 days, I'm not going to quit. Okay, so I knew that I needed to make a change in myself. And I saw the opportunity for this to be a way that I could stay home with Cooper. So I hit the ground running. I became a coach and a challenger in the same day. Oh, here come my kids. I need you to go back out.
Why?
Because I'm doing a video and I'll be done in 5 minutes, okay? I'm almost finished, and then we're going to load up and get in the car.
When are we going to Papa
in 20 minutes. Will you please do me a favor? Go in your room, put some underwear on, and put shorts on instead of those pajama pants. Okay. Now I really lost track. Where was I? So I became a coach and a challenger in the same day, and I just started sharing my journey. I started telling people what I was up to, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to use social media. I didn't know how to make a post look pretty, or what apps to use, or what to say. Like, I didn't know what my words should be. Like, I just started talking about what I was doing. Like, oh my gosh, I signed up for this thing that I spent the last year laughing at. But I'm excited because X, Y, and Z. So that's kind of my story. Fast forward 18 months, I needed to make like $700 a month to make sense for me to leave my job because I was paying so much money in childcare. I needed to make $700. Groceries, diapers, car payment. Those were the things that I needed to be able to pay for. So when I made $700, when I made my oh my gosh, Koi's sitting on the potty. Are you going, TT? Yay! Can you tell everybody hello?
Hello.
All right, I'm gonna go right back in here.
I want to say hello.
Okay, say
hello.
All right, stay. Will you stay right
Mommy,
here?
I need to tell you something. I just kissed
Oh my
her.
gosh, I'm sorry.
I just kissed your mirror.
You kissed my mirror? Okay. Go put your underwear on. What? You need help? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Koi has been walking around all morning without a diaper on because he decided he wanted to start using the potty on the day we're supposed to go to my parents' house. So that's why I had to like run in there. Okay. So I needed $700. Once I did that, I left my job. And then my income continued to increase little by little. And it wasn't really until last year that I decided to really treat this like the business opportunity that it is instead of like the hobby that I was making it, which is awesome that I was able to leave my job, doing a side thing and basically make on average anywhere from $900 to $1,300 a month. Guys, and we have an income disclaimer. I have to say that it depends on how hard you're willing to work and if you're willing to lean in with your team and let us help you and be coachable. But I'm just sharing this because I want you to understand the possibilities. So for a couple years, that was my income, $900 to $1,300 a month, thereabouts. And then last year, I really decided like, okay, what do you need help with? It's time to, you want Dino Dana? It's time to really treat this like the business that it is and give it what, all right, there you go. Give it what it deserves. And my income doubled last year. And it's still growing. And our team is growing. And it's exciting. And people are, just, I think, catching the momentum and the excitement of working on yourself and helping other people create this massive change in their lives, and they're paying, putting it towards debt payoff or saving for vacations and, starting small like I did with these like little goals that they can break down, but a lot of them have the big vision of replacing their current incomes or leaving their jobs. And it honestly is just all about whatever you feel like your vision or your purpose would be. But I do want to go back and say, if you decide to join us as a coach during this group or at any point, being a coach doesn't mean you have to do anything. Okay, we don't have quotas. We don't have, monthly minimums or whatever where you're having to sell a product to stay. Like I have plenty of people on my team that are on my team just because they like to have their 25% discount, and that's a big deal. Especially when I was brand new, I was like, okay, so if I get my 25% discount and then I help 2 people, then I can pretty much cover my Shakeology. Like, you start to put it all into perspective like that, and that discount does add up. My dad is a coach, for example. I think Sarah's parents, Krista's mom, I think. And my dad's not out there coaching anybody. He's not like, hey, do this challenge group with me. He just loves drinking his Shakeology every single day, and he likes to save, $25 a month. So he's a coach. All right, let me check my notes because I'm getting off track and I need to wrap it up. Okay, so a couple of hesitations that I hear. Hey, April. that I hear often are that, number one, I can't do what you do because I still have 40 pounds to lose. Or I don't know anything about nutrition. Or I don't know how to work out. If I can't work on myself, how am I going to help anybody else? Y'all, did you hear me say I had an eating disorder when I started coaching? I just knew that I needed to make a massive change in my life. And so I took people on that journey. You don't need to know anything. You don't need to be a nutritionist. You don't need to be a personal trainer. You don't have to know anything in order to do this. What you have to do is be willing to work on yourself. Put yourself first. Your journey is, I tell my new coaches that all the time. You cannot be a good, effective, helpful coach if you're not working on yourself. Like, hands down, that's the thing. And then you share your journey with people. You take people on the journey with you of how your life is changing, how your mindset is changing, how your mood has changed, how your body's changing. And you share that you have this thing that they can be a part of.
Mama, look.
That is awesome. You took it apart. He's all into Legos. So you don't have to know anything. You don't have to be at a certain weight. My team is all different shapes and sizes, and they're all rock stars because they're sharing. They're talking about the changes that they're feeling, okay? I'm trying to remember. I think with Koi, I lost like 40 pounds, 38 pounds. So being not at your goal weight is actually a benefit when you're a coach because people can see the transformation that's about to happen. Okay, the second thing is I don't have enough time. Y'all, have you watched this whole video? You have seen my kids bust up in here. I knew they were going to be home with me and not at preschool this morning, so I got up at 5:30 and I did some stuff that I needed to do before they were awake. I knew I could work out with them, so I saved my workout for a couple hours later. It's not about not having the time, it's about making the time. It's just a priority. I tell people all the time, like, do you have time to watch This Is Us? Or do you have time to do it? And I'm not saying you can't watch TV, like watch your shows, but it's just a perspective thing. When we are, and we're all busy, like everybody, especially, moms in general, whether you work or whether you stay at home, but just having kids is overwhelming and it makes you feel busy. But there are things in our lives that we all make time for. Maybe somebody, some people go get their nails done every single week. It's just not something that I'm like, gotta go do, so I paint my own. But, people make time for that. Or people make time for their TV show. Or going to the tanning bed. I don't know, like whatever it is. So coaching is no different. I teach my new coaches 30 minutes to an hour a day. Whether that's done in cracks of your day or all at one time. Car line, lunch break at work. Like waking up 30 minutes earlier. Commercial breaks during This Is Us. I don't know. We have the time. It's just about finding it and then using it, okay? And then the third hesitation that I usually hear is that this is a scam or it's a pyramid scheme. And what I honestly just want to say on that is that pyramid schemes are illegal and I'm too much of a rule follower to do anything illegal. So, and Sarah's a lawyer, for goodness sake, and Krista's a school counselor. There's nothing illegal about this. And it's, maybe it does look like a pyramid, but think about a school district. So, up at the top, you would have your superintendent, right? And then you might have a principal of all the schools in the district. And then under the principal, you have an assistant principal. And then you have your guidance counselors. And then you have your whatever else is in the faculty of a school. And then you have your teachers. And then you have your teacher's assistants or, ancillary staff, whatever the word is for that in a school. And when you draw that out, it actually... That's awesome. And I like how you got two drivers. It looks like a pyramid. Y'all, any business structure looks like a pyramid. A pyramid scheme becomes a pyramid scheme when it's illegal. And this is not. Okay? Okay, so that's it for the hesitations. Unless anybody has one you want to comment below. We've talked about the discount. We talked a little bit about the accountability and community. Hey, Coop, I'm almost done, okay? The accountability in the community, but it's almost hard to put into words like what happens when you're a part of our team. This weekend we just had Super Saturday, and 9 of us from my team were all together. And it's like the most soul refreshing, like it's the most amazing thing. When like you meet women online, or maybe they're your friends, maybe you already know them, and then you get together in a place and it's like, you're my people, and you just realize that like there's this actual team and it is legit and there are real people and lives have changed. It's crazy, okay? But being a part of that is what helps take your accountability up a notch, because we all want each other to succeed, and we know that in order to do that, you have to put in the work. You're not going to get to your goal weight if you don't work out and if you don't eat right. Like, we can't wish the weight away, right? So the accountability is so huge, and the community as well. And then, you know, the other 2 things as far as reasons to become coaches are, this opportunity is life-changing. A lot of people start out as coaches that are excited for the discount, and then it becomes something more. For me, I saw the vision from day one, and I knew this was going to be twofold for me. Whether or not you decide to sign up because you're ready to rock your business or because you're just excited to save money, the opportunity isn't going anywhere. Like, you could enjoy your discount. Hey Lisa, hey Kimberly, you could enjoy your discount for a month and then decide like, okay, I want to help a couple people. You still get to do that. And it could be the beginning of paying off student loan debt, or saving for vacations, or replacing your income. Like, the sky is the limit, and I would challenge you, like, have an open heart and an open mind, because you just don't ever know what glass ceilings you might shatter, even when you don't know what they are right now. I think that's it. This went longer than I wanted it to. Oh, I've been talking. I'm going to go because I think my kids are losing their attention span to stay simmered down for me. Guys, thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, I will be on the road for the next like 5 hours. But hey, Sarah, but when we stop to meet my mom, I'll pop in and check the comments and make sure there's no questions. I'm sure Sarah and Krista could answer too. So yeah, hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon.